They believe that it is the most unluckiest day, the most poisonous day. It's the day of misfortune. And so he decided to kill himself and he jumped into the river. Knowing his body is in the river, because back then you can't retrieve the body, right? They don't want the fishes or any creatures in the river to eat his body.
Oh.
Bro, you know this month,
This one.
there's a big festival coming.
Hari Raya Haji.
No, yes, that. But before that,
There's another one before Hari Raya Haji.
yes,
What?
there is this the rice dumpling festival. The Dragon Boat Festival.
Before that, welcome to another episode of Imagine Flavours. So, like how we've been talking so far, we will be trying out rice dumplings, halal rice dumplings, which Wen Ping has managed to get from. We'll put it in the description where he managed to get it from. So it's sort of like a taste test, and for me, it's going to be a new experience, guys. So stay tuned.
I hope you're excited.
I hope so too.
Okay, so these are the rice dumplings that we've got today.
Looks good, bro. Actually, I've always when I go past those kopitiam hawker centers, they'll be taking this out of now modern one, they have those electric cabinets.
Yes, yes.
But last time they used to have those steam baskets. Then I see them taking out from it. It's like piping hot, steaming, and I've always looked at it and it's like, wow, looks. I don't know. I think it's about food wrapped in leaf. Always just looks good for some reason.
Like ota?
Definitely ota, yeah.
Ota? Yeah.
So tell me more about this, bro.
Okay, so no, my mind went blank. Yeah. Okay, so typically what what most people know about rice dumpling or the Dragon Boat Festival is we eat rice dumpling on this day to commemorate someone.
Okay.
So this person was a prime minister back in his days.
Okay.
Ancient China times. Yes.
Okay.
So the story was about how he loved his country.
Okay.
Okay, but his king did not live up to his expectation.
I mean, he's the prime minister.
He is the prime minister.
There's a king above him.
Yeah, because there are so many things that he wants to do for the people.
Okay.
But then the king is withholding him back. Yeah, it's not letting him do
what he wants to do.
Yes.
Okay.
So, and because that period it was during the Warring States period.
Okay.
Which is before Qin Shi Huang united.
Before the unified China thing.
Yes.
Okay.
And then so there were a lot of wars between states, or back then what they call countries.
Okay.
And because he couldn't bear to see the plight that the people are in, and so he decided to kill himself and he jumped into the river.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's extreme. Okay.
Yeah, so it's sort of like he can't see this world.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I guess that shows his passion for his people and how he can't live up to it. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So he is also beloved by the
people.
The people.
Okay.
So because and then on this day they started to, because he jumped the river.
Jump into the river. Okay.
Around this period.
Okay.
Which is the fifth day of the fifth lunar month.
Okay.
And knowing his body is in the river, because back then you can't retrieve the body, right? They don't want the fishes or any creatures in the river to eat his body.
Okay.
To disturb him, let him rest in peace.
Okay.
So they started throwing this rice dumpling into the river. So that the fishes,
the rice dumpling becomes a substitute for instead of food,
yes.
so the fishes don't go hungry.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Who would have thought the origin story of dumplings, bro? Okay.
Honestly, I think this is taught to us when we were in primary school.
Not
in Chinese class.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, in our textbooks.
Okay. So, actually, what leaves are the dumplings wrapped in? Actually,
so the leaves are usually wrapped in bamboo leaves.
Bamboo leaves.
Yeah.
Oh, so wow. Okay. So what are we going to do? What are we opening up, bro?
Okay. So today we have 3 different dumplings, I guess. Okay. So
Color string.
I'm not sure which one we should start with, but which one would you like? Which one strikes you the most first?
I mean, I see all of it wrapped in green, but I somehow like the one colored with the colored strings on.
The colored string. The colored string. Okay. Honestly, the colored string, right, is actually, I think, purely for the seller to distinguish what flavor is inside.
Okay.
Yeah. So what I got here is the spicy chicken dumpling.
Spicy chicken dumpling. Nice. Sounds
Yeah.
good. Sounds good.
Okay. Okay. So I said this is the spicy chicken, right?
Okay.
Okay. So usually we will open up the leaf
Mm-hmm.
like this. Okay. And then there's two ends here.
Mm-hmm.
You can just wow.
Okay.
And it comes off. Yeah. So usually if we eat at home, we just open it up to the plate and put the leaf one side.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're out, you can just hold on to the leaf as like a how you how you eat the McDonald's burger or something.
Like a wrapper, like the wrapper,
Yes.
right. Okay, okay. Do I just eat it like that or go with condiments?
So this spicy chicken. I think first we can look at what's inside.
Oh, I see meat.
Yes. So this, where usually it's filled with most rice.
Okay.
I mean, I personally love the glutinous rice.
So I live for rice, bro. So okay.
Yeah. Okay. And then you want to go with a little bit of the chicken piece. Okay. And mushroom and however you want.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
It's already quite spicy.
The flavor, bro. Wow.
Have you tried those chestnut before?
No. But the spice is really kicking in.
It is, right? So that's why I said it doesn't need any sauce.
Alright.
Okay.
Hey, that's quite exciting, bro. Let's try the other one.
Yeah. So this we tried the spicy one, right? So from another place I managed to find a non-spicy one, but it's wrapped differently.
Okay.
It's not really exactly like a dumpling triangle shape. Let's see how it will look.
Actually, I have a question about when you're talking about how in ancient China, how people started this off as sort of like a tribute to the prime minister who passed, right?
Yep.
So after that, they have been just continuing eating rice dumpling to commemorate that day, is it?
Yeah. So it's quite interesting actually. How this day came about. Okay. Apparently this day, right, although it's not a public holiday in most of the world, okay, unlike like Chinese New Year.
Unless you say, I wouldn't even know that such thing existed.
Unlike Chinese New Year, right? But it is actually quite a major thing for them. Okay, so why is it so? Because so on the 5th day of the 5th lunar month is typically the warmest day of the year. Okay, I'm not sure how the ancient Chinese people figured it out.
Okay,
but they had this system before the numerical system came in, where the 5th of the month is called the Wu month. Wu for the not the number 5 Wu, but it's the afternoon, that word Wu. Okay. 下午 or 中午 for those Chinese people listening, right? But it does not mean the 午餐 or the afternoon. Okay. It's actually a word to it's their system of how they systemize the sequence. Okay. And that happened to coincide with the horse zodiac, which is the 5th month of the year. Period, right? Okay. It is said that they believe that it is the most unluckiest day, the most poisonous day. It's the day of misfortune. Okay. So
in Chinese believe in feng shui and all that.
Yeah. So I think they associate. I think it's a bit of association and a bit of trying to make it sound more serious so that people will carry down that tradition.
But actually, the link is more. It's not really metaphorical. It's direct actually. But it's just that it's being looked at as a metaphor.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's more direct. I mean, that's what I understand from what you say, lah. But my question is that, because I'm still very intrigued by the Prime Minister story. So the Prime Minister was in a one state, right?
Yes.
How did this thing become a whole China thing?
Okay, so because Okay, so that this festival, okay, which in Chinese we call it 端午节,
Okay.
okay, which now officially in English is recognized as Dragon Boat Festival.
Okay.
Okay, as a direct translate, okay, we also call it sometimes we also call it like Rice Dumpling Festival, but back then in China, ancient China, there's actually more than like 20 names for this festival that are celebrated by people from different culture in
So there's
ancient China.
something must be something peculiar or interesting about
Yes,
that day.
so I must say you are quite sharp on this
Because
because have you ever wondered why okay, when we tell the story that people commemorate that prime minister Qu Yuan for your knowledge, okay, Qu Yuan,
Qu Yuan.
Like why did the Dragon Boat Festival or Rice Dumpling Festival only started because of him? Or
Yeah,
it was
or-
before that. Like it
yeah.
can't be like the pest only started.
Yeah, before him. Yeah, I mean after he jumped then got pest, cannot be right. Yeah.
So actually way before he jumped the river himself, he people already celebrated this thing called the 端午节,
Okay.
which is the Dragon Boat Festival now lah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this happened to coincide with that day.
Yes. So why people celebrate this is like I said, is actually to repel misfortune. And the young people will also come together. They will have like cultural events, and some of them includes like Dragon Boat Festival. Is to display like vibrant energy, the young spirit, and to like basically to prepare themselves entering the summer. So you like go into the summer with a bang, that kind of thing. Yeah. So like I said, it's also a start of the summer, right? So actually the summer solstice is not too far away from that day. Usually it's about 1 to 2 weeks. And then the kings last time, the royalties, the royal families last time will actually celebrate, or say not say celebrate, but more of like will have like a
Ritual.
or some procedures that they will go through, okay, during that time. So what they do is they want to pray for harvest this summer. They want to pray for a prosperous and good harvest over the summer period.
Agriculture played a very important role in like China, India, Asia.
That's
literally the rice bowl.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. So I guess like it means a lot because why is harvest being like, you see, when someone to say that the misfortune is a big word, and to tie it to pest, which is like just pest what, right? But to tie misfortune and pest to harvest, it shows how much it means to them.
Yeah.
Because if let's say the pests destroy your crops, you've got no food.
Yeah, because they live based on what they
can farm, what they can sow.
they farm at home.
But okay.
Okay,
I've got a lot of questions.
I haven't get to the rice dumpling part.
And that was my question actually.
Yeah. So during the rituals, okay, as a I think you must have seen with Singapore's, so like we have like the 4 races here. When our Chinese have like a ritual or offerings, okay, they will like they will have some fruits. They will have some apart from the burning the papers, okay, they will have like other like fruits and other foods, which includes like meat, seafood, fishes. Yeah. So back then, they will offer like meat, their livestock, and cow.
Okay.
But okay, and then at first I said the royal families did it, right? And then it became like a cultural thing, like a thing, and then the common people started to follow suit to also pray for their personal good harvest.
Okay, so let me understand this. So by right, you're trying to say that the royal family are the ones who usually do this in order to ask for a good harvest for the entire country.
Yeah.
And then seeing this, the commoners were also like, hey, I should also do it.
Yeah, like to join the festival.
Okay. But on their own level, they should treat.
Yeah. So they on their own level, they also have their own
farm. Yeah.
And then they also do their own ritual offering. And during this time, they will also like apart from offering to the heaven and earth, okay, which is the Tian and Ti, right? And they also offer to the ancestors. Yeah. And because back then the commoners, they are they can't afford to offer so much. Yeah. like the livestock, they have to, during summer is the time they breed or they grow their livestock, so that during winter they will have some food left that they can last them through the winter, because winter they can't have any harvest at all. Yeah. And cows are like they are number one workers in their farm fields.
It's a very precious commodity.
Yeah. So if they were to offer at the start of the summer, then how are they going to farm their fields for the rest of the summer?
So for a royal family, it wouldn't be a problem because it's royal family.
Yeah.
So they can offer to give like cow, but for a farmer, essentially the cow are like his tractors lah.
So this is actually it's a very interesting story that I found. A creative person, a very creative person, thought like, instead of offering my cow, okay, why not I offer this triangular dumpling, right?
Okay.
That is shaped like a cow's horn. As creative as he can get, like cow's horn.
This one just sounds to me like someone really messing with his parents. So it's like parents like, must give cow. Then like, no cow how? Then it's like, look like cow horn cannot give.
I mean, you have seen memes online where you are so poor that you only eat rice and then you make the rice in the shape of a drumstick.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah. So, sometimes
I guess it's where it came from.
it is a saying.
OG,
it's
right.
one of the saying, but because it has been celebrated by so many people, so many different culture, it's a bit difficult to actually trace back to why we actually started eating this. Yeah. Right. Because apart from Qu Yuan, which is the more known historian on our side of the world, right? This festival actually commemorates a few other historian greats, which most of us probably didn't know about, like Wu Ziyu and Cao Yu, I think.
Guys, if you're watching, all the names he say I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
So the Chinese people watching, correct him if you're wrong, okay? Because he says also I don't know.
Don't cancel me. Yeah. So I think this is more of a Singapore, Malaysia kind of thing. Eating this with chili. Yeah.
I'm actually very intrigued. You guys notice there's actually like sugar, right?
Oh.
And it looks like condensed milk. So I'm just wondering, are we making coffee?
No.
Or what's going on here?
But coffee would be good, right? Okay. So I mean, the first one we had are more like
traditional?
No, not say traditional. A main meal.
Okay.
Yeah. So in this shape of a dumpling, bacang. Okay, this is not bacang. This is what they call gizang.
Okay.
Okay. So this is actually more like a dessert.
Oh.
Yeah. So what is gizang? Gizang is basically translated to alkalinic rice.
Alkalinic rice.
Yeah. Yeah. Which is So this one they have a red bean inside.
Oh. Okay.
So like so you can see it's more of like a dessert thing. Yeah. So typically, gizang don't really. We didn't have really any. When I ate it when I was younger, there wasn't really much filling inside.
Okay.
So it was just this part. Okay. Maybe I can pinch this. You can try it with the red bean first. Okay. So what I used to eat is
very sweet.
Is this very bland thing. Dip into sugar. And try this.
Wow. Plus, sweet is one thing, but because the sugar adds a bit of crunch to it.
Yes.
And then the texture is chewy and then got this crunch.
And there's also the condensed milk.
As a kid, I would have died to have this, man. Because it's sweet. It's definitely sweet. And
one of my favorite when I was younger.
I mean, the Chinese have traveled the world, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, like today, the whole episode today is like, I know I'm gonna eat something, and when you showed me, it's like, oh, okay, it's dumplings, but the stories I didn't expect. Yeah, like it's one of the slightly how to say
educating,
rich. Rich. Yeah, it's a very rich background story to it.
Honestly, to be honest with you, I didn't expect this also. When I was doing my research, I was just like, okay, how do I tell you the story about Xuyan?
There are definitely a lot of connections between across cultures and how they consume food, right? Today it's a delicacy,
Yeah.
but if you think about it, all those decades, 100 years ago, few hundred years ago, people actually came together to put this kind of food together. Back then, they could have a reason to have the food.
Yeah.
Like rice dumpling, like you said, the royal family could afford, the poor people couldn't. So for them, it was a substitute. But today it's a delicacy.
Yeah.
We can afford the meat, but we voluntarily go and eat it because it's nice, right? I guess that applies across cultures, and that's what we are actually trying to cover in our Imagine Flavors episodes, where it's not just about food. Well, definitely it's about food, but it's more than just about food.
Yeah.
I mean, before we call it a day, I think we should probably wish the people celebrating the festival.
Yeah.
Is there a way to wish it in Chinese?
Usually we just whatever the festival 快乐.
So what's the festival in Chinese?
端午节
端午节快乐.
Yes.
端午节快乐. If I get it wrong, don't cancel me. Okay.
Okay.
I'll just go with English lah. Happy Dragon Boat Festival, guys. Okay. And good harvest if you're harvesting.
Alright. 端午节快乐 and see you guys in the next Imagine series.
Alright.
Bye.
Bye, guys.